competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers, right here in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the third-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. By the back, defense better adjust. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
He's got a man down the middle. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's 1st and goal. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Brought down. The completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Line for the end zone, running it right up the gut. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Setting the tone early, but how about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship game.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or 2 to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
No problem with the BAT right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Back in motion now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's incomplete. Even on a 4th down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Snags the quick throw. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic and moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
1st down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Using his legs here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Quarterback operating an empty set. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. The pocket breaking down. It's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Second down after that previous play. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Wide open downfield. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
The ball is loose. The defense has got him. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to score. The fumble and make first down yardage.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. It's an RGO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RGO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fires all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive. First play of the drive now from the 25. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. He's looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find the receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation here on third down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Going for the touchdown here. The pass ball is incomplete. They took a downfield shot in the final play of the opening quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on 3rd down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
Motion now from the tight end. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Grabbed by the receiver. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And the incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. Again, thrown out of the RGO, and it's complete. Gets some space around the 30. And a huge gain with 4. He's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up the first set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's 1st and goal at the 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Thorne. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
2nd down and goal. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They get him down at the 33 after a solid return. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. The back's got it. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. With an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat run. Just a short gain on the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
So 2nd and 7, a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Brought some time, now lets him go. Caught by the receiver. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff to the back. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Hook inside the red zone and still running. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense. First and goal from the 10.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Going after, not right through. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
First down, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up.
Touchdown, Arkansas, as they put 6 more on the board.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Automatic in the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RGO. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. The Tigers will come to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Grab made by the tight end. He saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Moving the receiver around pre-snap, and the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now here comes the bunch formation. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner looking to make a play here. The coverage team brings him down in the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Receiver in motion now. And looking to throw now on first down. Deep shot to the left side. It's caught at the 25, but he's still going. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Clemson offense is back out there. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. He escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick throw to the left. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Crosses the 35. Breaks loose at the 45. Ball scooped up in the defense.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. On the run here, lets it go. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. incompletion now makes it 2nd and 10 from the 49. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw through. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense could put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw again. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And the Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They battle back to take the lead. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown, and they bounce back from that costly error here. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Set. Here's 2nd down. Off an RGO, the quarterback looks to his right. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The receiver grabs it. Tackle to the 35, good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Good throw, complete to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end, who can see what he can do after the catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like Clemson will have the first down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Second and 10 after the previous play. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Tigers will bring their punt team on the field now. Someone to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the receiver brought down by the coverage team there. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaking free at the 35. He runs that out. That's a big gainer there.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
At the The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Looking to throw yet again. Locates the tight end. It's complete. The reception gets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
The Razorbacks will look to convert here on fourth down. And the back now goes in motion. Gets throw to the right, looking for the first down. Running through the tackle. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. So Arkansas has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game status before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Oh, they trapped them for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Penalty sets him back, makes it first and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Contact as he threw it. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pass rush closing in. The pass rush gets home.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring them.
And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. They stop it with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Nice game, moves the ball to the 47. Another first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance. Tackle in the backfield.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Important second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
And the Razorbacks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Leaning on the run game here. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RGO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Closing in on a conference championship, this offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going to take off. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship.
Oh, that is a killer right here for this defense. They did a great job, had everything accounted for except one thing, the quarterback. And it's a great job by this quarterback recognizing that when things are breaking down, get out of the pocket and take it himself. First down and keep that clock moving.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. And he'll drop back here on third down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Oh, he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Using his legs on the scramble.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, we'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, they knew all week that they would have an opportunity to face a lot of man coverage and a lot of blitzing today. And one way that they felt they could counter that, getting the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, and especially on the quick slants for big gains.
He makes the grab. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Makes a quick catch. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Tigers. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
Chris, just a great job by this offense. Now, I think it's a little bit too late here. They're not going to be able to have a chance to come back. But I think it says a lot about the character of this football team that they're fighting to the very end.
Still need this extra point to top. The PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee here, trying to preserve as much time as possible. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now, the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. And a timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it at the 25. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. So here we go. In the final seconds, one swing of the leg for the win. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. Here in the fourth quarter, the game remains tied. So here comes our first play of overtime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Arkansas. They jump on top in OT.
How about that, Chris? Unbelievable. Our first play into overtime, and we got a touchdown. Now they got to play some defense and win this game.
And now for the crucial extra point to push the lead to 7 in OT. PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense here in overtime. They must score a touchdown to stay alive. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
See if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Defense is coming after him. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And long in obvious 4-down territory. They'd love to at least get a chunk of it here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking downfield near the end zone. It's intercepted. A crucial overtime mistake. That'll do it. Game over. The defense makes a decisive play to win it in overtime. special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.